Hello everyone, Mary Mourning here with a book review for the new channel, Witchy Book Reviews Collab channel. And today I am reviewing Witch by Lisa Lister. And Lisa Lister also has another book about, I believe it's called Love Your Lady Landscape, something like that. And then this is, I believe, her second book. I might have to check into that, but second book about witchcraft. And Lisa Lister comes from Romani gypsy background, and she kind of goes into it a little bit in this book. But, well, let's just get into it because this was an odd book for me. I didn't realize when I picked it up that this book was basically sort of a feminist rant. I don't know how to, another way to say it other than she starts off like very strong words, talking about how it's sort of only geared toward sort of cisgender women, and you know, a call to action to be a feminist. I think she says pussy power about 10 or 12 times. I'm not really sure, but maybe more than that. It's I would say a good third of the book is sort of a feminist rant, which, you know, if I'd known what that was, if I'd known that the book was going to be about that, that's fine. You know, I probably wouldn't have picked it up, only because I'm more interested in hearing like the personal side of women that practice witchcraft and sort of their background about it. I really don't enjoy books about political issues. And the book really did remind me of like reading, like, say, Huffington Post. You know, you go on that website and quite often the articles are very, you know, supercharged about, you know, some sort of political issue, and, you know, very strong language, you know, sort of telling you how to think, how to feel. If you're a woman, you should be feeling this way. You should be thinking this way. And my basic instinct with that is just to sort of repel. Like, I don't like that kind of thing. You know, don't tell me what to think or how to feel or whatever. I don't like it. So I did manage to get through the first part of the book, even though I kind of had some, I don't know, gut reactions to some of the things that she wrote about. And I know that others have kind of felt that way as well, sort of reading it. I did enjoy, you know, the latter part of the book starts going into her personal story and about her grandmother and different things that I found more interesting when she started getting off the political side of it and started getting into the personal side. I found that much more interesting. The witchcraft part of it is very, very basic. So if you have been practicing for any amount of time, really, I mean, it's so basic that I would recommend, if you're just starting out, I would recommend a different type of book. And anybody who has been practicing for a while will find the part of it that actually deals with witchcraft very, very beginner. There was a lot of advertising in it as well, like for her other book, which I kind of, I don't know, just, you know, seeing it every once in a while is fine. You know, like maybe once you can mention, hey, I have this other book and it's really great. You should go read it. Mentioning it again and again and again and again kind of got on my nerves. Which I don't think she meant to do, but there it is. So yeah, this book was kind of one of those that I struggled to get through the beginning. I found a few parts interesting, as far as like the personal parts, but when it came to teaching the witchcraft, it was very, very beginner. So I would put this book in the category of somebody who is just starting out and might enjoy, you know, an entertaining read. You're not really going to learn anything from it. There's a lot of cheerleading, you know, talking about female power and pussy power. She even goes in to say that, you know, like your power comes from your vagina, which is like very odd. Very odd. I don't know. Maybe other people would, you know, kind of get something from that. I don't know. To me, it just was, it didn't speak to me, put it that way. The other thing that this book brought up, now this is kind of more of a personal note that I kind of thought through, and it made me think about this topic while I was reading this. And that is the way that some women are claiming the word witch as a feminist word of power, or a word of power, taking it back from it being sort of a negative connotation to making the word witch mean something powerful. And I kind of get the whole movement, and, you know, I'll agree with that. And I agree with, you know, taking back this word that might have been a negative thing before and now making it a positive thing. But I'm, you know, I'm older. I'm in my late 40s, and I can't help but when I hear the word witch, or if somebody calls me a witch or something like that, I still have a bit of a gut reaction to it, because back in the 80s, that was not a good thing. Like, if somebody said that to you, that was not a good thing. Like, you know, witch and bitch kind of went together. Like, it was, you know, like that was not a good personality trait. So just me personally, it's taken me a while to sort of own that word and call myself that. So that's what I was sort of thinking the book would kind of go into, is more like owning that word and sort of being, you know, using it as a, like a title. I don't know what I was expecting, but yeah, I don't know what I was expecting, but, you know, the whole first part of the book was not what I expected. And, yeah, like I said, I almost put it down a few times. I almost didn't get through it because it just threw me right off. Like, at times I was just like, you know. But I'm sure that is a personal opinion, and there will probably be women that read this book and absolutely love it and, you know, agree with it wholeheartedly and, you know, want to give it to all their friends. But for me, I just think there are better books out there that are, like, if you want a feminist sort of view of witchcraft, then, you know, what about Spiral Dance? Or, you know, some of the older ones, like Drawing Down the Moon or Spiral Dance. Like, yes, they had a, you know, feminist air to them, but they were not so over the top that you almost kind of felt like the author, I felt like the author was sort of like insulting my intelligence, you know, like the way she kept saying pussy power. Yeah, so I'll leave it at that. What would I rate this book? Somewhere, 2 stars out of 5, basically. I did get through it. I did finish it, but it was not one of my favorite books, and I probably would not recommend it to others. So there you go. That's my personal opinion. I'm sure others might have a completely different view on it. So there you have it. Thanks. You can find me on Mary Mourning and Autumn Moon Enchantment. You can find my other channel, and I also have a sewing business, so you can find me on Facebook, Etsy, and YouTube. Thanks for listening. Bye now.